David Bay here for MuscularDevelopment.com. We are wrapping things up from the 2015 NPC USA Championships. I am here with your heavyweight winner and overall winner and new IFBB pro, Cody Montgomery. Cody, you're no stranger to making history at bodybuilding shows, three-time national teen champion. You came here, I think Gaspari won it when he was 20, but you tied him for the youngest winner ever overall national level show. How you feeling?
Man, I feel on top of the world right now. I can't even, words can't describe how I feel. I just feel so blessed and humbled, and, I'm really fortunate to have the people I do that support me, and, I couldn't thank everyone enough, and I couldn't have a better team behind me.
Now, Cody, there's a lot of people, including myself, so I got a little bit of foot and mouth moment here. After teen nationals last year and in collegiates, there was a lot of talk, what's going to happen to Cody? Is he gonna need 2 or 3 years to grow into his physique? And I think that's kind of what a lot of people thought, even myself. I was like, hey, I don't know if Cody's gonna be ready for a national level show. What's this last year been like? I mean, is it, even when we talked, you kind of said you weren't really sure. I mean, what have you been up to?
A lot happened. After collegiate and teen nationals last year, obviously I lost some contracts, and I went through some personal issues in life. I had to grow up a little bit. Personal life stuff. Was in a little bit of a rut, I guess. Not really happy with myself, and with just kind of felt like I was lost for a little while. Really, I was pretty depressed. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I did this prep. I decided, I remember very vividly, I hooked up with Aceto, and our plan was to do nationals in November, to put on enough size to be a legit heavyweight, since I was a little bit lighter last year at collegiate and teen nationals. And then, everything was, not falling off, but I felt like I needed something to get my mind right. So I said, Chris, do you believe that we can do USA and, I'm not going to get ready for a show unless I believe I can win, or at least be a contender, if there's a chance, So, he said, I believe, and, I said, I believe, and, we started the next day, and, here we are now, and never look back, and I feel, my mind's in the best place it's been, thanks to him and thanks to everyone that, has been behind me, and, I just feel like so, it's just, being in a rut like that, it makes you cherish every day, that much more. And now to have days like this, it's, to think back on how low I was, it's just incredible. And, I just feel so blessed, and I can't thank everyone enough, really.
It takes a big man to, 20-year-old man. I can say man. Everybody's saying kid. But, it takes a big person to really come through and admit all that stuff. And I think a lot of people probably looked at your situation. He's a 3-time teen national champ, national champ, has all these contracts and stuff. Kids riding high, but you're still 19 at the time, still facing all the other things that 19, 20-year-olds face, along with, let's not lie, a whole lot of pressure having come off, your successes at the teen and collegiate level. Moving forward, I know you probably don't want to hear this question from me. I know, but look, I'm a media guy. I have to ask. Backstage, Steve Weinberger was giving you a little bit of a hard time. Said he wants to see you in New York in 2016. Is next May a little too soon to expect you on stage, or are you gunning for something next year?
We'll see. I guess we'll see what Aceto says, because I put my full trust in Aceto. And in the team that I have behind me, and wherever they think I should go next is where I will be. And I'm just really thankful and happy to have Blackstone Labs, Prime Nutrition, Cardillo weight belts, Roland from the Muscle Factory, Jim in San Antonio has been really helping me out. Marissa from the Muscle Factory. I've just had a lot of really good people to where I feel, I'm just enjoying bodybuilding right now, and just, growing and just, happy that I can bodybuild. And, as long as I can do that, I'm happy, and whatever's next is next,
All right, well, it's good that you're enjoying life, good that you're enjoying bodybuilding, and we're going to let you enjoy this win. So we're going to wrap it up, guys. One more time, congratulations for myself and everybody at MuscularDevelopment.com. It's been an absolute pleasure watching you the last couple of years as a teenager, moving forward, winning the big one, getting a pro card. So, guys, this is going to be it from the 2015 USAs. David Bay with your overall winner and new IFB pro at just 20 years of age, Cody Montgomery. It's MuscularDevelopment.com. We are out.